Guys, this was a letter from a student in southern Iran, in I think Bandar Abbas. Yes, in Bandar Abbas, Iran, to the rest of Iran. Okay. Um. So the current situation is, let me give you context before I read you the letter. The students in Iran are being forced to go to do their exams under bombardment. So they have their final exams, and a lot of students and parents of their students are like, you guys need to cancel the exams. But they're saying if you don't show up, you're going to fail. So under bombardments, the Islamic Republic is not canceling the final exams. Either show up and do your exam or we'll fail you. So many students are showing up to their exams even though there's bombardments, right? So this student is writing this. Let me get the here. Saying درود بر آزادی, Hail to freedom. این چند خط رو با آرامش می نویسم. I write these few lines calmly and without fear. با آرامش می نویسم بدون ترس. Without fear. اگر فردا یا هر روز دیگری سر جلسه امتحان نهایی, if today or any other day on my final exam در محله سرود در شهر بندر عباس. So this is the neighborhood and also the city of Bandar Abbas, in Surud, I think, neighborhood in Bandar Abbas city. So if in my exam, final exam, که در مجاورت مکان نظامی قرار دارد, which is located adjacent to a military site. So this student has to go to do his final exam, even though his school is right next to a military base. So that's why he's extra, that means that is extra risky for him to go to exam. So if during my exam, which is next to a military base, حادثه ناگواری رخ داد, something bad happens, an unfortunate incident occurs, مسئول مرگ من نه آمریکاست، نه آمریکا و نه کشور دیگری است. Then the one responsible for my death is neither America nor any other country. بلکه مسئول مرگ من جمهوری اسلامی است. But rather the one responsible for my death is the Islamic Republic. آنها ما را مجبور به حضور در مجاورت نظامی می کنند. از اجبار می گویم نه اختیار. He's saying they force us to be present in the vicinity of the military site. I say out of coercion, not choice. And then he talks. This first part was to the rest of Iran. This last part is to his family. بر خانوادم اجبار میکنم که از هر گونه دادخواهی کوتاه نیاید. He's saying, I urge my family not to back down from seeking justice in any way. So if I die under bombardment, I urge my family to seek justice for my death. به عنوان نماینده‌ای از جوانان و نوجوانان جنگ زده. And then, so he signs his name by saying, like, well, not his real name, but not his name, but he signs like this, as a representative of the war-stricken youth and teenagers. So that's how he signs, a representative of the war-stricken youth and teenagers. So this was on Sunday, 22 Tir, which is basically just like 2 days ago, or yesterday.
Yes, 2 days, yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, man. So here's the thing, guys. So many people pressured the Ministry of Education and schools to basically, stop the exams were being held right next to IRGC military targets. From there, due to parental pressure, they moved them to the mosques and other things. So they're still not completely safe, but they're not directly next to military targets. The Islamic Republic forced students like this one to take these exams right next to military targets. They wanted another minab. Do you realize that? Why do you think they pushed the children in Minab propaganda so hard? They were trying to make another one.
So, by the way, guys, Ali, who is inside Iran right now, Ali, one of our mods, Ali. So we have two Alis. The Ali over here is the Ali soon to be in Iran, and the Ali who is a mod in the chat, he's an Ali already in Iran. Okay, so he's saying, imagine youth going to school and they're boom boom. What a life we have! Heartbreak, laughing, heartbreak, heartbreak. Can't take it. Ali, aren't you a student yourself? Yeah.
Guys, we have some breaking news.
Oh.
This is pretty significant, actually. CENTCOM has boarded the oil tanker called the WEN YAO in the Gulf of Oman today. They also redirected another 3 ships, and they disabled one yesterday. And they posted this.
Oh.
You guys might not clock it, but look at that. And if you don't look at that, look at this. That's Pete Hegseth saying Iran does not control the Strait of Hormuz. And boom, you have a U.S. Marine on an Iranian flag oil tanker. Look at that. What a statement.
They took one.
They straight up took it. I wonder what they're going to do with it.
When did this happen? Just now?
Right now. Right. Yeah. So earlier today, they just announced it. So I got this news earlier, but it was not verified anywhere. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. And then CENTCOM just posted it.
That's an epic picture, by the way.
It's an epic picture.
Go back to the one with the Islamic Republic flag. Oh my God, that is so epic. They took over.
This is something the Islamic Republic can never do. You'll never find an IRGC soldier like on an American ship or base or anything like that. They'll never get close.
What are you talking about, Ali? Didn't the USS Abraham Lincoln sunk on the bottom of the sea like at least 8 or 9 times? Didn't they already?
I think it was like more like 100 times at this point. They just keep making more Abraham Lincolns.
Was this a full tanker or an empty one?
Let's see. Boarding this one. They didn't say anything about that, so let me see. Let me take that. And let's see if that was coming from or out. But yeah, while I look at that, let's go and look at the next one. You guys will definitely relate to Psalm here. So Sam in English, but Psalm in Farsi, that's how you pronounce the names. This guy is one of you guys.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Okay, let me just put this in Farsi, actually. The translation's pretty bad.
دلمون خونه به خدا. جایی جنگ رو متوقف کردیم که دست بالا رو داشتیم. با خون نفت رو رسوندیم بالای $110. بعد اومدن تفاهم نامه امضا کردن که هر چقدر ما داد زدیم اینا اجرا نمیکنن. گفتن حرفای ترامپ رو چی؟ قرقر میکنین. Okay. So this guy is basically saying like, we're so sad and so disappointed. I promise to God that we're so sad. This is a pro-regime person, like a pro-Islamic Republic, anti-negotiation with the Americans, right? So we're so sad. We stopped the war exactly when we had the upper hand. Sure, buddy.
Why did we stop?
Why did we stop? We were defeating the Americans. We had the upper hand, and we stopped the war exactly when we had the upper hand. Like we with our own blood, we brought oil to above $110. He said we paid in blood we to be able to bring oil prices above $110. Then they came and they signed the MOU. We kept on shouting at them, don't trust the Americans. They're not going to abide by the MOU. Stop trusting the Americans. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Let's keep getting them. Stop. And then they kept on telling us that you're changing. I think that you're changing Trump's words. Or basically, they didn't listen. They didn't listen.
We were in a position of power. Why did we stop fighting?
Why? Ghalibaf, Arakshi, Pezeshkian. We were winning against the Americans. Why did you stop? Why did you stop?
That's why he's one of you guys.
Yes.
Then we have...
What? Wait, why is he one of our guys?
Because he's like, why did we have to sign the MOU? Why didn't we just keep on going with the war?
Yeah, but they agree with us, but for different reasons, though. They thought they were winning.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then we have Layla, who said, so basically people were talking about how the American citizen who was released in Iran, Iranian American, and they're like, why was that happening? It's like, I don't think it was a coincidence. And this person, Layla, is responding to that, saying, does anyone know what happened? What specifically happened that made the MOU just go up in smoke? Like, why are we having all these explosions and everything? Does anyone know? My analysis is that the IRGC was behind the assassination of Trump, and this is how it happened. I think they're growing from 2 to 3 brain cells here, slowly. She's saying why this is the reason why the MOU failed, is because the IRGC tried to assassinate Trump. That's why the MOU failed, guys. Not for any other reason. That's why it failed. And poor us, we have to pay. But why should the people have to pay for the blood of Khamenei or Trump or any other dishonorable politician? That's interesting, putting Khamenei and dishonorable politician in the same sentence. This person doesn't get it. Wow. Like, Layla doesn't understand. Layla genuinely does not understand why the MOU went up in smoke. She thinks it's because the IRGC tried to assassinate Trump. There's a lot of that. Then there's this one. And this one puts a little bit of perspective here. So this person, and probably Muhammad.
For people who are joining in, these are Islamic jihadi-minded pro-regime Iranians who are frustrated with the fact that the Islamic Republic trusted the Americans with an MOU, and now the Americans are just being able to do whatever they want in southern Iran.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Exactly. And here it is. This person is saying, they're like, we're not even putting any pressure on the Americans. They're sitting there on that side of the world, living their lives. They'll get to their jobs. But those, even if they're troops, the American troops here in Iran are killed, they'll just replace them. That's it. They'll still have their jobs, their lives, everything. We can't touch the American infrastructure. We can't create problems in the United States of America, in their country. We're being harassed in Iran. And as usual, we're making a victory out of defeat. We're getting bombarded constantly. We're saying, oh yeah, everything's going great. We're winning. The world's superpower doesn't have electricity for several hours a day. He's making fun of the Islamic Republic, saying, yeah, we, the Islamic Republic, are a superpower. He's like making fun of them. The world's superpower doesn't have electricity for several hours a day. There's blackouts in Iran right now. And it has just been reported that it signed an agreement with Iraq and Pakistan for electricity, which I hope is fake.
This is, guys, these are the regime supporters really frustrated with the regime.
Yeah. It's like, we can't even touch them. We can't do anything to Americans in their country. They're on the other side of the world. We're making a victory out of this? It's ridiculous. So that's the general sentiment of the Islamic Republic supporters today. Remember, this is the 5th consecutive night that they're being bombarded. And a lot of them are incredibly angry at how this is being allowed to happen. And they thought they were being told that they were winning. And why did we have to sign the MOU? We were in a position of power. So Complete frustration on their side.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.